let us discuss this theorem. So in this theorem, we prove some properties of scalar valued function, okay, integral of scalar valued function. See what we have a two functions here, f and g, and we have a curve gamma having this parameterization alpha. So we have to prove a very simple result. Three results actually we are going to prove. Out of that, this is our first result. So integration over gamma cf plus dg is equal to, you know that when addition is there, we take separate integrations. If there are any constants, we take them outside. So same thing is here, but we have to prove, okay, using our definition of integral. So let us start to do it. So consider, I will start with the left hand side. Consider integration over gamma cf plus dg. So you know the definition. If the f and g these are functions and gamma having a parameterization alpha, then we write in this way: integration a to b. Getting, since the parameterization alpha is defined on closed interval ab, cf plus dg of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. So after that, these functions will operate on this alpha of t. So this is equal to integration a to b. So this is c. C is a constant, it will not operate. F will operate on this alpha of t, plus d is a constant again, and g of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. So addition is there, get it? So we can take separate integrations, as well as c and d are constants, so those constants will come outside. So therefore I can write c integration a to b f of alpha of t into this norm alpha dash of t dt. Here d is a constant, will come outside. Integration a to b g of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. Okay, so this is nothing but c integration f over gamma, and d, this is nothing but integration g over gamma. So we proved in this way, we got the final answer. Okay, so see, two more results are there, so make a screenshot of it. After that we will go further. Okay, so this is the second part. So in this part, we have a relation between f and g. F is greater than or equal to g, and we have to prove that the same relation is maintained in their integrals also. So we have to prove this one: integration of f over gamma is greater than or equal to integration of g over gamma. So let us start with left hand side. So consider integration of f over gamma. So you know the definition of this line integral, integration a to b, since parameterization alpha is defined on closed interval ab. So that's why a to b f of alpha of t into norm alpha dash of t dt. But see, f is greater than or equal to g is mentioned, so that's why this is greater than or equal to integration a to b g of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. So the reason is simple, very simple. It is f is greater than or equal to g, but this is nothing but line integral of g over gamma. So this is nothing but line integral of g over gamma, since alpha and limits are also ab. So in this way we have proved. Therefore integration of f over gamma is greater than or equal to integration of g over gamma. See, one more part is we are going to discuss. Make a screenshot of it, then we will go further. So this is third part of this theorem. So in this third part, what have they mentioned? You know that we have a closed interval AB. So they have introduced one point C between AB. So that's why closed interval AB is divided in two parts, AC and CB. We know that alpha is a parameterization which is defined on closed interval AB, and gamma be the corresponding curve. But see, because of this point C, this interval is further divided in two parts. So that's why obviously we got two different parameterizations, alpha 1 and alpha 2. Alpha 1 is defined on closed interval AC, and alpha 2 is defined on closed interval CB, and gamma 1 and gamma 2 be corresponding their curves. So what we have to prove? The statement is very simple and very obvious also, we can easily understand. Integration of f over gamma complete gamma, okay, so complete core is gamma, is equal to integration of f over gamma 1 plus integration of f over gamma 2. Normally we do these things in real integral, but now for this integral, line integral over for a scalar field also we have to prove this thing. Yeah, it's very simple. Let us start with the left hand side and we will try to bring right hand side. Okay, so consider integration of f over gamma. So you're familiar with the definition, getting what is the parameterization of gamma alpha, which is defined from closed interval ab to u. So therefore obviously we will have integration from a to b, f of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. So you know that if there is point c between them, so then normally we write integration a to b, that means integration a to c plus integration c to b. Normally we write in this way. So same thing I am going to write here. Okay, let me write it properly, c to b. Okay, so f of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. Here also I should write the same, getting f of alpha of t norm alpha dash of t dt. Okay, simply this interval AB I split in two parts, a to c and c to b. Okay, but see this time alpha is defined only on this interval, getting alpha is defined on actually closed interval AB, but for this integral it is defined on closed interval AC only, since limits. So that's why I should write it is defined only on closed interval AC. Here I should mention it is defined on only closed interval AC. But for second integral, our complete alpha is defined only on closed interval CB, since limits are C to B. So here also I supposed to write alpha is defined only on CB, alpha is defined only on CB. Okay, it's simply a notation yeah. So this is equal to integration a to c f of alpha. We have restricted our alpha on this interval, closed interval AC. So restriction of alpha on closed interval AC is nothing but alpha 1, since they have clearly mentioned alpha 1 and alpha 2 are restrictions of alpha. Getting, so alpha on restricted alpha, which is defined on closed interval AC, that is nothing but alpha 1 of t, getting norm alpha 1 dash of t dt. So see, I will use this space to write. Okay, integration, I hope you can see here, integration c to b f of. So now alpha is restricted on closed interval CB. This is nothing but alpha 2. So therefore alpha 2 of t norm alpha 2 dash of t dt. Okay, let us use this space. We have some space here. Okay, see this is equal to see integration of f with parameterization alpha 1, getting with alpha 1, and what is the image of alpha 1? Gamma 1. So therefore this is nothing but integration of f over gamma 1, and see here we have used parameterization alpha 2. Okay, its image is gamma 2. So this is nothing but integration of f over gamma 2. So in this way we prove the result. Okay, make a screenshot of it. After that we will stop. Thank you. Bye bye.